Hello YouTube and welcome to the comic book channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the new releases that are coming out this Wednesday, July 25th, 2018. And starting us off from Dark Horse Comics, we have Bedtime Games number 2. Not sure if you guys read Bedtime Games number 1. I definitely did, and it's a cool horror story. I won't say it was like anything groundbreaking or that great, but I'm definitely interested to see where it goes. So moving on to DC, we have Action Comics number 1001. There's a good 4 covers for this. I just chose the C variant, which is a David Mack cover. This nice watercolor cover here. Also from DC, we have Aquaman number 38. 2 covers on this one. I picked the B variant, which is the Joshua Middleton cover. Really nice cover there. Some really good writing lately on this book from Dan Abnett. The solicit reads, "Behold King Wrath, welder of the abysmal dark magic and destined to conquer all of Atlantis. What power exists to turn the tide? Aquaman's trident? Scuttled. The armies of Atlantis circling the drain. It's all on Aquaman, or is it? What allies will rally to the Sea King's side in this epic conclusion to the King Wrath saga? The final battle is joined." So also from DC, we have a new number 1 here, and it's just a one shot special. It does have a $10 cover price, so look out for that. Don't know how many people are going to be picking that up based on the cover price, but this title is DC Beach Blanket Bad Guy Special number 1. It's a lot to say. Next up, we have Detective Comics 985, and this is the B cover by Mark Brooks. There's also a regular cover by someone. This is Batman calls Black Lightning to Gotham City for help with a specific case. But what is Batman hiding from Jefferson Pierce? It looks like he's in touch with somebody from their mutual past, and he doesn't want Black Lightning to know about it, and that operative might be over their head. Next up is Flash number 51, and of course this is the Francisco Mantina cover. Joshua Williamson writing, "As the dust settles in the wake of Flash War, the Flash and his family of speedsters try to pick up the pieces of what's left. But bad blood can run deep. This is one race the Flash family can't win." Man, these are all tongue twisters today. Doesn't go good for me. Either way, that's a cool cover. Great writing on Flash lately too. Of course, I'm picking up all the sets of them, and Francisco Mantina covers there. Another number 1 from DC this week is going to be Justice League Dark number 1. This is of course volume 2, but this looks pretty promising. I'm pretty stoked about this book. It's got 3 covers. Yes, 3 covers. There's a regular Alvaro Martinez. Sorry, I can't say anyone's name. There's a regular cover. There's a B variant by Greg Capullo and someone else. And then there's an incentive cover that's an inks cover, black and white cover. I chose the B variant here because I think it's a really great cover. From the pages of Justice League No Justice, this magic once belonged to them. Now they want the magic back. But who exactly are they? It's up to the new Justice League Dark to find out and stop this nightmarish new threat at all cost. After the events of No Justice, team leader Wonder Woman guides the misfit magic mix of Zatanna, Swamp Thing, Man-Bat, and Detective Chimp against enemies too fantastic even for the Justice League. Plus, what awful things are coming through the Tree of Wonder? Dark days ahead. So that sounds pretty cool. I'm very stoked about that one. I feel like I'm probably saying that about most of these books, but I won't say it about this one. This is Teen Titans number 20. There's 2 regular covers a regular cover, a B cover, which is the one shown here, and then there is a C incentive cover, which is a crush design, I guess you would call it. So next up is Wonder Woman, and we have Wonder Woman number 51, and we have 2 really amazing covers on this. There's a Stanley Artgerm variant, and of course the Ginny Frizen cover. So I'm going to be stuck buying both because I can't pass up that Artgerm cover, but I'm collecting the Ginny Frizen, and I wouldn't want to pass that up either because it's amazing. Next up, from Image Comic Books, we have a brand new series called New World. This series sounds a bit pretentious and silly to me. I will be picking it up because it's an Image #1, and I usually do. There's 4 covers for this, which is a little left field for Image as of lately. They're not really doing that too much anymore. So I don't know what's so special about this one that makes them want to have 4 covers, but I can tell you that 3 of them are already sold out at Midtown, with just the regular cover here still for sale. The solicit reads, in the United States of America after the Second Civil War, 2 lovers meet. One, a straight-edge vegan hacker anarchist boy with a penchant for messing with the state. The other, a chaotic something cop with a reality show and a license to kill. This really shouldn't happen, and yet somehow it does, and soon the entire state of New California is after them. In this sci-fi action romance miniseries in the vein of Mad Max and Romeo and Juliet, I don't know, this sounds way too weird to even read, probably. Sounds kind of like how outlandish like the new Lieutenants of Metal was, like that kind of thing, but I don't know what it's going to be. Either way, it sounds very weird. I will be picking it up, but man, that sounds like a hard read. Maybe it'll be good. Hopefully it'll surprise me. Next up from Image, we have Realm #8. Really nice B variant cover here. The A cover is really nice too. Realm has been a really good book. I've really been enjoying it. Next up from Image, also we have Redneck #13. This is always a pickup for me. Another series that I definitely always pick up is Saga. This is Saga #54. The explosive season finale to Saga's most shocking storyline yet. So that's awesome. That'll be fun. I really love Saga a lot. I always read Saga. Moving on to Marvel, we have Amazing Spider-Man #2. We've got the regular Ryan Ottley cover here because the other cover is an incentive. Yes, sorry, an incentive cover by J. Scott Campbell, but not like a typical one. This one's pretty weird. I don't think I added it into the video here, but strange cover. I really liked Amazing Spider-Man #1. I thought it was a cool book. I thought it was a nice fresh take on the story of Peter Parker and Mary Jane and Spider-Man and all that. So I'm definitely in it to see where that goes. So I'm excited to pick up this book. Next up, we have Infinity Wars Prime #1. So the regular Mike Deodato Jr. cover. There's a few covers on this, like four covers on this also. Trust us, Marvel fans. Before the Infinity Wars begin to rage, comes this shocking chapter in the cosmic saga that you will not want to miss. The ramifications of this issue will be felt throughout Infinity for years to come. So something cool is going to happen there, apparently. Pretty awesome, though. But yeah, there's 4 covers on this. One being an incentive cover, which you can still get through Midtown now for $25.50 if you're into that kind of thing. Next up is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur 33. Definitely try to pick that up, especially if you were specking on the last book and the Princess Fisk stuff. This will obviously have a little bit of backstory on her and whatnot, so you might want to grab that for the set. Next up, we have Moon Knight, and that's #197, written by Max Bemis. This has been really great. Every issue has been amazing. The solicit reads, a meal for malevolent madmen. A group of psychotic killers gather for a feast. But there's more on the menu than delectable dishes. Who is the mysterious figure who gathered these villains, and to what end? Will Moon Knight make it in time to dish out their just desserts, or will he become the main course? Moon Knight's great. That sounds fun. Written by Kelly Thompson here is Mr. and Mrs. X #1. This is the regular Terry Dotson cover. There are a few covers on this one, most of them being incentive covers, but for the regular covers, there's this cover and then there's a Scotty Young baby variant. So I assume most people probably already know what's going on here since this came out of the pages of X-Men Gold. Next up, Old Man Logan #44. The solicit for this one reads Old Man versus Bullseye versus Shadow Tracer. Bullseye is leaving a trail of bodies longer than the Hudson River. Can Logan stop him before more people lose their lives? And worst of all, Logan might be forced to save the life of one of Marvel U's biggest baddies. Old Man Logan is another book that I definitely pick up every time, every month that it comes out. So next up from Donny Cates, we have Venom #4. An ancient something has awakened on Earth, and with it, something has stirred in Eddie Brock's symbiote. I can't read tonight at all. And while Venom would never do anything to hurt Eddie or an innocent person, the ancient symbiote has no such qualms. So that will be a cool book, as it has been. Is the second issue to this new volume of X-23. Don't know how everybody felt about the first issue. I liked it. I thought it was okay. So I'm definitely picking up this next one. And then next up, last from Marvel here, we have X-Men Grand Design Second Genesis #1. If you guys missed out on the first round of X-Men Grand Design from Ed Piskor, written and illustrated and everything by him, inks, colors, letters, all of it's by Ed. Really great artwork. It was really fun read. And like I said, I'll definitely be picking it up. So hopefully you guys do the same thing. And then for Independence, we do have a Boom Studios book from Colin Bunn called Bone Parish. The solicit reads, Colin Bunn returns to Boom Studios with a chilling necromantic horror story. A new drug is sweeping through the streets of New Orleans, one made from the ashes of the dead. Wars are being fought over who will control the supply. While the demand only rises, while the crime families wage war, users begin to experience terrifying visions of the dead coming back to life through them. That sounds really cool. That sounds like the coolest solicit I've read this week. Stoked about that. There's going to be 3 covers on this one. There's Rod Rise cover, and then a C variant Tyler Crook cover. And there's no artwork released yet that I see for the Tyler Crook cover. So the regular A cover looks really cool. I'm going to try to pick up that one. I'm definitely going to see what that C cover looks like, see if it's something I'll be interested in, because that could be cool, especially if the book does well, and sells out and then does something in the secondary market, which would be great, which is what we always want. So next up from Oni Press. Oni Press, you don't see a lot of Oni Press anymore, so that's pretty cool. Is a book called Long Con, and there's 2 covers for this one. The B variant is out of stock at Midtown. The solicit reads, 5 years ago, a cataclysmic event obliterated everything within a 50-mile radius of the Los Spenzosa Convention Center, including the attendees of LongCon, the world's biggest and longest comic convention. But unknown to the outside world, the congoers not only survived, they kept the convention going. When proof of their survival surfaces, reporter Victor Lay is sent to investigate after all. He was covering the con that fateful day and escaped mere minutes before everything went, abandoning his nerdy pal Dez in the process. So clearly he's the perfect person for the job. And he won't get trapped inside like some kind of idiot, right? That sounds fun. Could be a fun book. It's a little weird whenever you bring comics into comics to me, but it's all in good fun. So another new book, Starburns Industries Press, which is not a publisher I've ever heard of, is Hellacious #1. This looks like an all-ages book, looks like a kid book, but it still looks fun. It's about a little girl, who lives in hell with her family and just wants to make some friends. I'm not going to read the solicit because it's kind of long, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Just a little cutesy girl, in hell, who just wants to make some friends. And so that's the last book I've got for you guys. Please let me know in the comments below what you're planning on picking up, what you think of the video, and please leave a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. See you tomorrow.